afternoon.
Board ready.
Government, board ready as we know. Thank you all so much for being here today. My name is Ray Harrell, and I serve as General Counsel, Chief External Affairs Officer here at Boone Memorial Health. What an exciting day. I mean, this wonderful program that's about to be announced. We're so grateful and grateful for all of you all for being here to celebrate with us and the other facilities. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming our President and Chief Executive Officer, Virgil.
Thank you, Larry. Appreciate that. Thank you, everyone, for being here this afternoon. I really appreciate it. You know, I want to extend a special welcome to Governor Justice and his team. He's done amazing things for us. We have our several members of our board of directors here with us. We have several administrators from fellow administration hospitals. We have Greenbrier Valley and Minnie Hamilton and Preston Memorial and Pocahontas Memorial and Rivers Health and Rome General and Summers County ARH and folks from Vandalia as well, the parent company. So thank you all for being here. I want to welcome our state and local elected officials, our institutional partners. The Hospital Association has several people here, has some people here, and welcome to each of our distinguished guests. We're incredibly honored to host this important announcement at Boone Memorial Health. We're deeply grateful for the Governor's commitment to strengthening rural health care across West Virginia. For him and his team, please give them a welcome if you will. Today's announcement reflects something that we all know very well, I guess all too well. Rural health care is a critical issue with monumental workforce, volume, and payer mix challenges. In many rural areas throughout our country, access to quality health care can often mean the difference between life and death. Nationally, more than 140 rural hospitals have closed since 2010, and many more are operating on razor-thin margins. Rural communities like ours experience higher rates of chronic diseases, cancer, diabetes, and heart disease, while struggling to bring in specialists and sometimes struggling to get paid. One study says that West Virginia is the third most rural state in the nation, with over 55% of our residents living in rural communities. And that's fine. We love our rural areas, but it's something that must be considered when we attempt to address the health care disparities in West Virginia. At Boone Memorial Health, we believe that rural health care is just like roads and bridges and police and fire service and schools and garbage collection, education. It's part of an infrastructure that is absolutely necessary for the community to thrive. We also believe, and we've said this for some time now, that your zip code should not determine your health. So if we're going to address these challenges and attempt to reduce these healthcare disparities, bold actions like this Rural Hospital Grant Program being announced here today are vital, are absolutely crucial. The funding from today's program will provide Boone Memorial Health with resources needed to meet challenges head-on, ensuring that we can continue serving as a lifeline for our communities. At Boone Memorial, we're thrilled to be included in this program. Thank you. And to tell you just a little bit about how the money is going to be used for Boone Memorial and how it will impact our patients in our region. First, approximately $1.5 million will be used to increase our capacity to deliver timely care by increasing our observation area, therefore improving efficiency and outcomes for all that we serve. Second, with about $2 million in funding, we'll be constructing a new facility in Chapmanville in Logan County to tackle the pressing mental health crisis in our region. This clinic will provide much needed services from counseling and therapy to medication management and dual diagnosis treatment. And finally, we're working on about $1.5 million working on an oncology clinic and infusion center. And you know that almost 900 new cancer cases are diagnosed annually in our service area. And we know the challenges of transportation, and no one should have to travel for hours for life-saving cancer care. And thanks to this funding, hopefully we can get that going. We'll have to. For Southern West Virginia, This incredibly generous grant funding represents more than just new facilities and equipment. It represents jobs, and it represents hope. It means that individuals struggling with challenges may not have to travel so far. It means that we can continue our mission of improving access to high-quality care for the residents of Boone, Logan, Lincoln, and southern Kanawha counties, and other surrounding counties. Governor Justice, we cannot thank you enough for your leadership and support. Your administration's commitment to rural health care is saving lives, is strengthening communities, and giving hospitals like ours the tools we need to succeed. We're grateful to you and the West Virginia Legislature for the generous support. To everyone here today, I'll say that Boone Memorial Health is going to continue working tirelessly to meet the needs of our community. We're proud to stand with you in building a brighter, healthier future for Southern West Virginia. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Underwood. Next, a man who certainly needs no introduction, our governor and our next United States Senator, Jim Justice.
First of all of you are real important. Y'all look like are y'all cooks and y'all are who I want to talk to. See, baby dog and I didn't get this way by not eating. But let me tell you this too. The good Lord gave you the ability to smile and to laugh. This journey's tough enough. Always do that. Always do that. Now let me tell you this. This facility is unbelievable. And you should be so proud. That's all there is to it. If you look at that $40 million and everything, and we recommend, and the legislature goes along, and then all of us are one and the same, and we're here. We're here to absolutely do a lot of good stuff. But we're here to put a stake in the sand, again, to say that rural health is absolutely the lifeblood of all of us. Now, if you really are fair, and you're Jim Justice, that one time was skinny and had brown hair and was little Jimmy Justice, and grew up with grandparents in Copperston and on the other side of Huff Mountain near Cyclone. It is an extremely proud day for me to be here. That's all there is to it. Because, in all fairness, they couldn't have made it without rural health. There's no way. There's so many of us that depend on you. And absolutely, this facility and all the great stuff that you're doing here is spectacular beyond belief. But it's the same in different areas all across the state. And that's why we celebrate others that we have checks for here as well, that total that $40 million. Now, if I could not bore you a whole lot and just tell you just this, it's been the honor of my life to be your governor in every way. There's been days that it was not a whole lot of fun, but really for the most part, it's been great. And you know what's been great about the whole thing is just this. For all practical purposes, we've stayed together. We've pulled the rope together. I refer to you as our voters many times as Toby and Edith. And you're all that really matters when it really comes right down to it. So many times in Charleston, we get hung up on putting ourselves on pedestals and thinking that we should be on a soapbox, and really and truly, Toby and Edith ought to just listen to us. But really, it's all the other way. We ought to be listening to Toby and Edith, because that's what it's all about. And to me, Toby and Edith, some way, somehow, always get it right. It is amazing, amazing how right Toby and Edith always get it. So that's why, I have not been a fan of, you see, I don't need a gold star. for perfect attendance. I don't need a gold star to sit in that office all day long and just meet with the same rhetoric that goes round and round and round that Capitol. I needed to be with you because you could tell me really what you really needed, and you could give me the strength and the confidence and everything else to make it all happen. I would tell you just this part you can block out. But I really, truly believe with all in me, don't block this part out, that we have been blessed in West Virginia by God above. I believe it with every single fiber in me. Because we have come up with ideas, I have come up with ideas that I'm nowhere close to good enough to have come up with. There's no way. There's no way. How in the world, and this part block out, I'm in the shower, block that out. But really, I don't know where to turn. They've given me the books, and we're as bankrupt as bankrupt could be. Nowhere to turn. I'm thinking, well, how do you create jobs? How do you make something really happen in West Virginia? You've already drained the rainy day fund down to the point in time where your bonds are being derated. What are you going to do, Justice? What are you going to do? Are you going to ride around the parade and wave to everybody and at the end of the day go out the door and have things as bad or worse than they already are today? You know, or are you really going to try with all in you to do something? What are you going to do? And then it just hits me with like a ton of bricks. That's why I say this idea came from God above, I guarantee it. And I said, well, I just wonder, what would it take if we let every road job that we even thought about that would be on the books and let them all tomorrow? What would it take to do that? And what would it take, what would it cost every breathing West Virginian to be able to do that? And I figured it up, and then I figured it up, well, how could we make that, you know, to where it was not painless to the people? And then, in all honesty, I was told over and over and over, well, the people will never go along with that. Because to do that, it was 5 times greater than anything we'd ever done, the biggest of the biggest. It was 5 times greater than that. And we had to go to a vote of the people, and I was told 1,000 times by legislatures after legislatures after legislatures, there's no way this is going to pass. I'm not for it, and there's no way this is going to pass. And 73% of you said, I'm with Jim, do it. And literally, it took us off like a rocket. Now, all the other things, absolutely saying that you should be proud of your pond because you're a frog that's proud of your own pond. In tourism, and on, every single thing that we were doing. Don't forget our natural resources, all the different things that we did, but it all started with Roads to Prosperity. That's why I would tell you on October the 7th, always remember that date, because that's when you voted to do that, and that's when you decided to really pull the rope and take a chance. That getting to the convenience store, you didn't want to tear your car up anymore, going to the convenience store, and lo and behold, off we went. You see, absolutely, we put a stake in the sand and said, education's going to be our centerpiece. We absolutely said we're going to invest in tourism. We absolutely said Roads to Prosperity, here we go. We're not going to forget our natural resources, and absolutely we're not going to forget rural health. So with all this, I would just say just this. Push the politicians in the state every day. I'm not going to run off and just leave you forevermore. I'm going to absolutely try with every single fiber in me to fight every day to bring more and more and more and more goodness to West Virginia. You see, I love you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't want anything either. I don't want anything from me. absolutely some way, somehow, I believe the good Lord above, and baby dog's asleep now, brought baby dog into our hearts too. You see, she humanizes all of us. She makes it absolutely just the fact that we're just all common, everyday people that God created in His work. We don't need to be on a pedestal. We don't need to ever look down at anybody. You know, not long ago, I was at Lincoln County about a week ago and coached a basketball game there and rolled in, and there was people everywhere. And I thought, what in the world is going on here? And lo and behold, a lot of those folks were there because they wanted to see the governor, maybe a senator, maybe the first lady, and just maybe they brought baby dog. Now, and with all that, it was exactly what I see all the time, especially in southern West Virginia. It was hometown America. It was who we are. You see, right over 2 or 3 of these mountains, every time I ever visited my grandparents, they never had indoor plumbing on my mom's side. And on my dad's side, a coal company house that they bought from the coal company, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Absolutely the fiber of who we are. I can never thank you enough, because what you did for me was you helped me pull the road together, and we did it. And for God's sakes, live and keep it going. And if you need people to push them, you push them every day. Kick them in the behind a little bit every now and then, but absolutely pray for the leaders, because they'll need your leadership. We don't want to back up now. It's too good. It's plain too good. The last thing I'll say to you and leave you with is just this. Just think. In West Virginia slang, I've said this all the time. Who could have ever thunk it? I mean, who could have ever thunk it? And I love rubbing their face in it so much, it's unbelievable. I do. And every opportunity I get, I rub their face in it even more. West Virginia has been discovered as the absolute diamond in the rough that everybody missed. You can't imagine how good you are. The other day at Appalachian Bible, I said exactly these words, and I want you to remember this. I said it at Lincoln County. I would say it to you over and over. But your children are in schools, and we got to get better. Sure, we got to get better. But in those schools, they love their teachers love them, and you love the school in your community. And if that be the case, we've got to be doing a heck of a lot of good stuff right here. And I'll bet you my life on this, people all over the world would give anything for their kids to be in those schools, because that's just how good we really are. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Keep it going. Always remember baby dog and I. And absolutely keep me in your prayers, because I'm going into crazy land now. I promise you that. So, but we're going to give it our best in every way. I just got off the phone. I was on the way down here today. I was talking to the president on the way down here, and I thought to myself, you know, I just call him from time to time. And of all things, it's the most bizarre thing in the world. He normally answers the phone. Hey, Big Jim, how you doing? And I'm thinking, are you kidding me, really? You're just answering my call? You know, but we're friends, and he loves you too. But don't forget it. But anyway, that's all I got. God bless you. And now let's give away some real big checks here, okay? First of all, I want to lead off. I want to lead off by just saying just this. And I don't ever look at notes much. But right here at Boone Memorial Health, and all these were the requested amounts. and all of them total $40 million. These were the exact amounts that were requested. But we got to lead off by saying just this, because we're at a facility here that's just fancy dandy. And this hat was given to me by this gentleman right out here, and I said I'd sign it. And then my people brought me this pen that won't work. I'll really miss them. Okay. All right, but let me tell you. Boone Memorial Health. We've got a check somewhere here, and CJ, you gotta find it for me. But we got a check somewhere here that's going to do a lot of good right here. It's for $5,894,527. When somebody gives you a check, you can't give it back. That's what I'd be doing. No, it's really good. No, thank you, sir. Thank y'all. Y'all are great. Thank you. Take it and get out of here. Okay, I've got a bunch more here. I've got this one for $725,000 to Summers County ARH. Let's get her picture here now. Baby dog, you look good. Good? Okay. I've got Preston Memorial for $1.5 million. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, I've got Pocahontas Memorial Hospital, $1,978,000. See, this makes me look skinnier when I'm Okay, thank y'all. Okay, I'm getting bigger here. Rome General, $3.7 million. No, thank you, sir. Whew. Rivers Health, $7 million. CAMC, Greenbrier Valley, $7.5 million. Okay, that's okay. You're biting, baby. This is the last one in this building in tough shape, but Mini Hamilton Health System, $11,132,458. tell you, it's some really great stuff. Now, the only thing I'm asking is just this. Do you think we could maybe have that $8 for some chicken nuggets? Listen, thanks to all of you in every way. It's so good. And, just keep doing the great stuff you do all the time. I mean, people depend on you so much, and they need you. They need you so badly. You've got to realize so much that you are the lifeblood, you are the center, you are the heart, you are the absolute everything of every single community in this state. So keep doing good stuff. Way to go. Really proud of all of you. And thank y'all especially.
Thank you again, Governor Justice, on behalf of all of us here at Boone Memorial Health and the other facilities. We really appreciate your leadership and generosity. Just so everyone is aware, we've got some refreshments here in the room off to the side, so please feel free to grab a bite to eat and mingle here or out in the lobby here. Thank you all so much again for joining us today. One more thing.
One last thing. If any of you want to come up here and say hi to Baby Dog and I, we'll stay here as long as you want us to and everything. But I know we're going to have a rush on the stage now. So listen, just come on.